Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
Here's Watford. Jalen Suggs making his last shot. Here's Embiid. Rebound by the Magic.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
Suggs passes to Carter. Carter with a screen on Embiid. Back to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
With the 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. Coach and I talked about the development of Franz Wagner since entering this league, and he said he was someone we watched early on. Even though he didn't end up on our team, the way he's added to his game is incredible. It says a lot about the kind of work ethic that he has. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Tyrese Maxey.
And you can see how valuable he is to the team with the amount of offense that he generates. Rarely is there a bucket where he didn't have a hand in creating it. Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They're plenty talented. Thank you, Shams. The 76ers trail by 8. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Embiid. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Embiid with a screen on Bane. Here's Edgecombe. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Here's Carter. And he banks in the layup.
5 of 5 to start the game, and it might be the second quarter before they miss the way they're knocking these shots down. Boy, everything's pure.
Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Watford finds Embiid. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Wagner outside. Now Suggs. Clock at 6. Pass to Bane. Jacks up a 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. Trailing by 5. Here's Embiid. They grab their own miss. The third shot of the possession finally falls for him. Embiid's got his second bucket of the night.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Wagner kicks to Bane. Back to Wagner. To the paint. Here's Suggs. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Now, here's Maxey. No scoring in this one. Wagner against Maxey. Now, here's Wagner. Not a lot of room and plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Well, at 6'10", GA, Franz Wagner provides great versatility to this offense.
Yeah, and he's a solid decision maker, capable of running the show. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker. Plus, he provides matchup problems with that size.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Well, when you watch Franz Wagner, Clark, what impresses you about the young forward?
His versatility and his motor are probably the 2 things that stand out. He does a lot of good things at both ends of the floor. And then you factor in, he takes great pride in playing the game, particularly when playing for his country and representing Germany. In 2023, when Germany played at the World Championships, he and his brother Mo were part of the winning team.
Now, here's Suggs. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. And it's Wagner missing.
Open midi right there. That's letting the defense off the hook when you don't cash in.
Maxey finds Watford. Hits the fadeaway.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Now, here's Suggs. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Carter sets the pick for Bane. Inside. And the rejection by Embiid.
And Embiid protecting the rim, using that 7-foot frame, big fella.
To the right side. Crafty move. And the layup is good. Now just a 3-point Magic lead.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to De Silva. Another miss by Orlando.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
George, that's a 2-pointer. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Maxey against Suggs. And here is Bane. Pass to Suggs. Over Maxey. The Magic again can't hit.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Embiid. Here's Watford. He's covered by Suggs. Watford, that's good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. So it's both teams making substitutions here. So here we are, right in the middle of the group stage of the NBA Cup. And here are the standings.
At this point, if you're towards the bottom of a group, it's going to be hard to climb up. It's really tough making the knockout stages. Only 4 to 15 teams in each conference advance.
Now, here's Isaac. Back to Bane. Batadze, a screen on it. Bane passes to Batadze. Here's Black. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Substitution for your 76ers. Andre Drummond.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 1. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And, you know, those are the kind of games that sting and that bad taste lingers. Knowing you were in it, but not coming through down the stretch, those are hard to get over sometimes.
And Orlando has possession. after the Sixers pick up 2. Bitadze setting a screen for Bane. Bitadze can't hit. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to McCain. Drummond with a screen on Bane. Now Grimes. Black defending. Just 5 to shoot. Shot by Grimes. No good. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Black the pass to Jones. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Lowry's checked in.
Coming up to the floor for your Sixer.
It's McCain on the wing. Defended by Jones. Shot by Grimes. No good. Orlando trailing here. Bane passes to Black. Over in the corner, Isaac. McCain against Jones. Pocket 4. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by McCain. Edwards against Isaac. McCain gets a wide-open look. They get the rebound, and Drummond is right there. And the 76ers lead by 3.
There are few men in the league that attack the glass as well as Drummond does. He's almost unstoppable chasing down second points. He's a tenacious and ferocious offensive rebounder.
Maxey's checked in for the 76ers. Now, here's Bane. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Celtics in Boston. And it's Bitadze in the corner. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, guys. The Magic building up a roster of players who D up. Coach Jamal Mosley said, your culture is the type of guys you bring in, the type of people you have around. If you're a defensive team, then you probably have defensive guys. You can't be that and have all shooters that don't defend. Guys?
Yeah, you're right. They've got great personnel. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Isaac. 76ers getting the bucket. And now Maxey pushing it up, and no one back there to stop him. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmarish clamps thus far.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Bitadze can't hit. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Isaac against McCain. Drummond with a screen on Isaac. 13 feet away. And it's Drummond missing. Now Jones. Scoreless thus far. Bane passes to Jones. And so it's Philadelphia heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor for Orlando. The forwards for him, Wagner and Isaac. Black is out there with Jones. And it's Bitadze in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Clark the Magic with 2 good wings in Banchero and Wagner.
Yeah, they certainly have 2 of the better young wings in the league. Both forwards are outstanding at both ends of the floor. You know, it'd be kind of like a college football team with 2 gigantic tight ends. I mean, they're a physical duo, and that makes them formidable in every way.
Back to Wagner for 3. Maxey grabs the miss. The 76ers leading by 7. Pass to Grimes. Kicks it out to Maxey. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Black. He's covered by Maxey. Wagner passes to Bitadze. Over Drummond. Bitadze with the bucket.
Well, that's a really decisive and impressive read by Wagner, setting up his teammate nicely for the hoop.
And the 76ers with possession. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the next to look forward to. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. McCain with the ball. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Black. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Grimes. Pass to McCain. Drummond sets the screen for Maxey. Over Jones. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. Maxey's got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. Snatched away. Now the 76ers on the break. Maxey against Jones. Spins. There's Wagner with the three. Tyrese Maxey grabs the miss. The 76ers leading by 7. It's up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Maxey's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The unbridled confidence of Maxey at the arc, you can see it and feel it. He knows how good he is.
Screen by Bitadze. Jones the pass to Bitadze. You know, Greg, with this being game 3 of the group stage, you have to start looking at how tiebreakers might work for teams that have the same record in group play. I mean, it's fascinating.
And I believe the first tiebreaker is head-to-head record in the group. If that doesn't solve it, a tie then goes down to each team's point differential. So there are a few more tiebreakers after that, but those two should take care of almost all ties.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. And a change for the Magic. Baines checked in for Jones. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now, here's Wagner. He's guarded by Grimes. 5 on the clock. Black kicks to Wagner. The Magic again can't hit.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Maxey looking it over. Pass to Grimes. Embiid with the screen on Wagner. Now Embiid. Three-pointer. Joel showing off the range.
Love the confidence from Joel. He gets the ball and knows exactly what he's going to do with it before he gets it.
A moment to check out Franz Wagner here.
Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging about 23 points per, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Edgecombe, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And the Magic making a change here as well. Suggs is checked in. Bane passes to Suggs. Over Maxey. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Suggs.
Boy, I like Suggs knocking down that mid-range jump shot. That's what the defense gave him. Make them pay for it.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And some young promise in the backcourt for Philadelphia.
Maxey already an all-star. Jared McCain looks to continue his promising start. And Quentin Grimes, a revelation last season. And let's not forget, number 3 pick B.J. Edgecombe. They are loaded at guard.
It's intercepted. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Desmond Bane.
Because he's quick and aggressive, Maxey draws his fair share of fouls and gets to the line.
Orlando's front office, Clark, has made it clear they're turning the page on the rebuild, entering the win now phase.
And the reason they're able to make that shift, Kevin, is because they drafted 2 franchise cornerstones. Banchero and Wagner developed quickly and have a lot of runway in front of them. You can see Suggs' confidence growing over time with every 3 that he makes. Keep shooting them, Jalen. Keep shooting them.
Maxey, no good.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last 3, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Suggs kicks to Carter. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Beyond the arc is a spot on the floor. Carter Jr. has worked hard to improve since entering the league.
Here's Edgecombe. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Carter, the pass to Bane. Shot clock at 6. No good off the front iron. Philadelphia leading by 9. To the middle. Here's Embiid. Embiid powers it down.
Dropping the hammer. That's why Embiid looks to get deep inside position.
Tries the spin move. Suggs against Maxey. Back to Wagner. Isaac outside. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Let's see some of the numbers here for Anthony Black.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Brendan Watford's checked in for the 76ers. George comes in for Quentin Grimes. And the Magic making a change here as well. De Silva's checked in, and Philadelphia making a change here. Grimes is checked in. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for the Magic. 76ers moving the ball around. Pass to Watford. Here's Edgecombe. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Bane finds Suggs. Back to Bane. And here is Suggs. He's got 9. Now, here's Bane. George passes to Grimes. Embiid wide open. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Suggs looking around. Right wing. Isaac outside. Shot clock at 5. Ball's not loose. And they get it back. Payne for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Edgecombe. And here's Embiid. He's covered by Isaac. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And it's Suggs missing. The 76ers leading by 13. Now Watford. Embiid inside. He's covered by Suggs. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Grimes. Still without a basket. No good on the quick 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And that one's good. Suggs.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. The Magic in second. 5th on the list, the 76ers.
You know, I don't think we're going to see a shot clock violation in this one, fellas. I mean, both of these teams play at a breakneck pace.
Black's checked in for Orlando. Carter finds Black. And here is Suggs. Clock is at 3.
2 minutes remaining.
Shoots over Edgecombe. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Philadelphia leading by 11. Well, Greg, we know it is Pete. Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds, it moves like he did. Not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
And George gets it to go.
The mid-range, no problem for PG. He's really improved as a shooter.
Outside, Bane. Embiid against Carter. Paul George with the steal. Fast break, Philadelphia. Pull-up jumper, and he gets it to go. George has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, and they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area.
Black the pass to Suggs. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Watford's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And Philadelphia making a change here. McCain's checked in.
To Philadelphia, number 20, Jared McCain.
Floats one, and the layup by George. George has got 6 points.
Yeah, after a nothing first quarter, he's bounced back nicely.
Suggs kicks to Bane. Pass to Carter to the wing right side. Here's Suggs. That one good for 2. 13 points in the game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now here's Embiid. He's got 13. Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Shoots the 3, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers.